Alright, and we are about our Benin Sports TV. So we am just so Kwesi Benin. So you subscribe here. But more than subscribe and have notification bell no. For to all send a video be to muso answer be to me. I can I trans say there. Now it's all about say Champions League quarter finals. Ya boy Chelsea. You hu ya bobre. Sound so in a Bayern Munich so on bobre. Nti na ya trans there. Na ya dey review no mu nsem na ya dey bro. Na the Uefa Champions League no senia matches no to me acquire both first and second leg ni nyina so no ya dey more details abrem. O ma Khaled e wo me chan. Ono so betimi aboy bi bia so e kama obi piem de ono so dey die hard fan of Manchester City. Nti no isi a be Manchester City edu ne dey o rehemu say City betimi ade UEFA Champions League. But sha say o ma Chelsea their match against Real Madrid home and away 4-0 with Mustafa Benzema Shebako na afi so Abranten Rodrigo yes Shemienu na Abranten ni Asensio so Shebako. Chelsea performance in this Champions League now who say?
Well, I think it is a reflection of more performance in the league. Benefica abo Abranten Lampard abaso say
one abaso because we share the Koedi okay 9 matches. So to me, we need the next relegation in the 2 man says.
Oh, there is no way at Chelsea be relegation. And always make us say team be winning matches are mentality are what team players in the team. And Chelsea not performing in this Champions League, you know. For the blame ni be Graham Potter. Some evictions be or players be one ready some for Champions League. Oshe Abrantie Obamayana. The kind of tactics are not Lampard able within this Champions League. You know, he needed a correct centre forward who was good in the air because Oshe crosses are not second leg. You know, Oshe crosses at Chelsea or more they call boxes anymore. They needed a good header, someone who will be able to push the balls into the pool. But Oshe Abrantie Kante and height. Now, Oshe Kai Havertz, they were not Elder Militao, Amakina. There was no way I would be utilizing that air balls now, Urban. So I was thinking, say, Abrantie Lampard would do something very special and something unique. Anka, Obama Kovacic, I drop it, Ababe Hodi Benzema to say they are now within the game. No? Yes. Now I introduce you Obia or that height, you know, to say Abrantie Denis Zachary.
Because Oshe the match now, chances upon chances. Ngolo Kante on to me kwana he has to try na the 9 but na me kra me expect say nka first we say na first half no na nka me say nka line up and then ka the Joao Felix beba no to me 1 2 3 things bi na afraid you ko share Kai Havertz unu say Kai Havertz so the match be say between na be more but you have to have a kind of striker bi and ho hare esen Kai Havertz unu say Kai Havertz to slow motion I saw boy I saw bona pano akwashe but that match I was share Chelsea against Real Madrid second match chances upon chances Chelsea nyae na say Chelsea to me answer ba akoni ade 2-0 this time around there's no bibia say Frank Lampard ayade it's all about a team no
I think coach bia say o me say me coach Chelsea there is no way I'm dropping Kai Havertz in my team because he's one of the good players in the team or more good finishes o share finisher or they finish against Manchester City in the Champions League or multimedia Champions League now. The guy has some good finishes. It's just like he's not having a season this season. And your man man. So if I'm a coach, I would love to play a formation that will fit him. Okay. I bet me. And one thing is what I had Chelsea for team no this season. The English propaganda. say English player no, he's not performing. They will still have to put him in. Oshe Abrantie Gallagher within this match, the second leg of the Champions League. I wasn't expecting Gallagher to play. I was expecting Denis Zachary to hold Benzema up so that Kovacic will be able to do some movement to the box to box, whilst Kante will be doing the tackling and everything. But I know Omeka say it was a reflection of Chelsea or more performance within the league and everything. I think they would need to psych themselves up. The fans shouldn't give up on the team
Charlie,
because
giving up. Yeah, I mean, it's giving up. One shot next week, Chelsea. Me share Chelsea match. We can compare United. Just
that
me cry. See, I'm frustrated.
Once a blue, always a blue.
Since I leave Chelsea, you know, me who team this season. Me who the Chelsea cry. Hey, Charlie. So let's talk about Inter Milan Benefica. I'm on my fantastic game. we share first match 2-0 our Portugal, second match 3-3. Now share some match here, fantastic. Lukaku when you derby she say goals near the other. That match now who is saying?
Well, I think within this the signings near there Inter Milan one of the good signings Omutumi Abrante Andre Onana coming from the Barcelona academy playing at Ajax near there. He has gained a lot of experience in the game with his foot and everything. He always preferred to play more like a midfielder whilst he's a goalkeeper. I think that is one thing. That is one thing. And also Abrante Onana. But Inter Milan to me call Lisbon, Portugal to me Econia some 3 points, was one of the things that helped them. Benefica give you game away so easily. That was what caused their loss. Make us say Inter Milan hasn't been brilliant enough this season, but they are putting up some good performances, and I will applaud them for that.
Because someone here in their performance this season, maybe a Serie A, but we are talking about champions. We say Champions League in there. Into champions, so we are champion, and then you have to be in. This year Chelsea, we say we are not champion anymore. Out. So let's talk about Napoli AC Milan, because that match in the name expectation and say Napoli have to take the second leg by force. But first Olivier Giroud has a penalty Abrante and then I can't say that Portugal guy now can't say Olivier Giroud assist
Rafael
yes. Oma correct assist pan or the share second or the share goal now. Charlie was fantastic. It is our match, our expectation is that Napoli should win this match, but in here the in a game final match 1-1, 2-1 on aggregate. Now Oshema AC Milan to me qualify to the semi-final stage.
I think Abrante Rafaelio was supposed to be a good signing for Chelsea. If I was on the Chelsea board, I would advise them to go for Rafaelio ahead of Mykhailo Mudryk, because that boy he has a space or speed, or that strength, to hold the ball and everything. He's a good winger for everything to have. And I think Napoli on position on the league got into their head too much, to the extent that they did and Osimhen not playing the first leg also affected them a lot, because they have the mentality that Osimhen is a man for the job. So he not playing the first leg, and the second leg he coming in and being frustrated and everything. I think I understand them a lot, but no make us say at the end there unimbo, because looking at the history of the Champions League, we Madrid if we are AC Milan very good, almost 7 Champions League here. I think they played their hearts out, but at the end, no penny the penny.
So let's talk about the final match. Now, our expectation is Bayern Munich is not going to sit down for the second time for Manchester City to score them. But things are expecting them to be the final match, and I said the final day, Nangasana 1-1. Some match now, with Abrante and him, Haaland, penalty.
Well, I think let's start with the first leg. Leg, I think Abrante Pep Guardiola, Waya Adibibri. I think that is why he scored the tactician, because first leg, he did something extraordinary, playing 4 centre backs, playing Manuel Akanji, playing Nathan Ake, playing John Stones and Ruben Dias at the back, and sometimes pushing John Stones to support Ruben in the defensive midfield position, leaving 3 centre backs. It was one brilliant formation. Abrante Pep Guardiola to me boy. Alongside the way to drawing Bernardo Silva from the left wings, to me left back, supporting Abrante Akanji. That flanks, so was one brilliant thing. I think the game was in a swing. I think Manchester City at the end of the day was able to play their hearts out within the first leg of the thing, and they won 3 goals with 3 points too. But coming to the second game, I think it would never be an easy game for you to win at the Allianz Arena, because Bayern Munich is not going to give their game out like that, knowing they are 3 goals down. So I think the mentality Pep Guardiola gave to his boys is hold on to the ball, get more fouls, frustrate them so that they get more cards. And at the end of the day, the game wasn't as we expected it to be, like the first leg, because there was so many cards. There was a lot of, I think Man City had a ideas there. Like, we are not going to play. Yeah. We are not going to play. If we play hard, we attack high, they are going to hit us on the counter. And see, the say we would hold the ball, they will come attack, we'll pass the ball around. I think Manchester City is here from almost past experience more ball within the Champions League, conceding Pep Guardiola some foolish goals within the last minutes of the game. I think Manchester City has been able to defend very well. Looking at some clearance and some saves, Edison I had this season there. I think my goalkeeper is in a good form this season. Min can't die down. He's in a very good form this season, and I wouldn't lie to you about that.
Okay. Let's go. Sisi ano quarterfinals nyaba, semi-finals draw na between Atoja. Real Madrid, Asia, Manchester City again, Inter Milan, and after so Bobo Kwandi, Eddie AC Milan. So now Inter Milan against AC Milan. I wish when you say San Siro na first leg, second leg nya betuja. Na ni na toja one I say two teams this year bloody. Uko Italy there is bloody. What you say security tight or some match no be sure is we win the same, because this match the obia our expectation is either AC Milan beko and answer Inter Milan beko. It depends on their performance. But Osha sa match their previous matches share the time did the money, did that post money, Peru money, can what I say. Amujina money, Diana, as these two teams, the Mushia or Italy, Diana, as a Classico, the big one. Some match no, is then I can found.
Well, I think the last time AC Milan Inter Milan share our Champions League, AC Milan winning on go aggregate, winning 5-0 against Inter Milan. Yeah. And I think the senior medical can penny to penny.
Yes.
Looking at the history of the Champions League, AC Milan has done a lot in the Champions League as compared to Inter Milan in the Champions League. And looking at some good forwards that AC Milan were within this season, talking about Arantia Rafael, Bam Diaz, and Olivier Giroud, Origi Muna or bench again. I think they are putting up some brilliance from some brilliant performance. Looking at the forwards of Inter Milan doesn't have that clinical finishes in the game like that. Abrante Lautaro Martinez hasn't been in a good form.
Lukaku can look at.
Abrante Lautaro Martinez hasn't been in a good form like that. Dzeko hasn't been that brilliant like that, because he's old. I should say that he's old and everything. And I will share AC Milan. So I think going to this game, I expect a very good game. A very tight game, because AC Milan goalkeeper has also been Abrante Magan has also been in some brilliance form. So I'm expecting to see some fireworks within this match. On mobile boy, because Obia good, very good.
So let's talk about City Real Madrid. The last time Amushiano was very sad match, because Real Madrid is China City share. And the second leg, we are expecting something big from City, but to me, uncle. This time around, what do you think? Because as Simeso said, maybe City can take the Champions League. You know, the final say, "What take AC Milan to go to final? City, Real Madrid, why not equal final?"
Well, I think you see the Wakano so
yes.
From the past, couple of mistakes are Pep here, He has tried very well to correct those mistakes. The first mistake what you may correct City fans, citizens like they be overthinking with your ability sometimes or dreaming more than he's expected to do. Going into the game against Real Madrid, Manchester City needed a correct centre forward. That is why we went for the correct number 9. 9 beyond 9. Erling Haaland. Say
maybe a very spiritual 9, because I can't like who player Chelsea born one found to Obeshe. Senka we play being Chelsea here it's not about Kai Havertz. Onya chances be game against Liverpool no nya chance be Senka me striker come to finish in the crown 10 crown where to me answer match. So some match Real Madrid City who City na call and I say Real Madrid na call, because this time around what you go yes man home so Benzema man home so Real Madrid strikers do na even their midfielders na gasa no ama home so they can do something in the game. What do you think about that?
Well, like Oshe former, based on recent form, Manchester City is in form. Yes. But when it comes to the Champions League, it is not about form. It is about experience. Yes. So going into the game, I wouldn't expect much. I would expect when you get to Bernabeu, at least a point from Bernabeu. Then we will show them how we do it at the Etihad. This game, I don't expect much goes within this match. I expect like a 1-0, 2-1, yes, a goal interval of 1 within this match, because I wouldn't downplay Real Madrid for anything. Being the 14th time champions in this Champions League, I wouldn't downplay them for any reason. Yes, but I'm expecting my team to put some good performances and everything, okay, so that at the end we will be crowned the champions of the La Liga. Because me sure say La Liga Champions League where we are, you better call Super Cup so account. Na Club World Cup so account. That was it.
Okay. So Champions League, no, more review in your hand. But let's move into the EPL. This weekend match to Leicester City over 100. These two teams. We say Leicester City are more so far. Or the EPL, the relegation there. I'm also call. I'm more sure some wins. Their match against over 100. What do you say about that?
Well, I think for Leicester City. Leicester City team hasn't been the Leicester City we used to know. Our mobile leg near there. Looking at our team owner who Nebani Teki over near there. They haven't been that good, and Omopama Abrantia Brandon Rodgers so affected the team a lot. Anna Abrantia Kellen Inacho. I don't know the reason why most coaches don't prefer to play Kellen Inacho. And Abrantia indeed I wish match at Leicester City name Manchester City boy are giving out some cheap balls near there. I think Abrantia Chris Hood, our Benefica team, no. I know he'll be able to put some magical performance, but I don't see Leicester City going to relegation. So going into this game, I think they are going to play their hearts out. Osha Brandt Madison. If Madison is in form and Jamie Vardy is also is in form, I think they will be able to do very well. They will be able to play their hearts out. Now Osha Wolves so Charlie. It's not easy because they Matthew Kuna Money Diego Costa Money are there. I think the overall teams are doing wonders this season, because I wasn't expecting them to play their hearts out like that. Winning some couple of matches and other things I wasn't expecting, because social signings by Pablo Sarriba Money are there. I think this game is going to go in the way of Wolves. I think Wolves are going to be the better side.
Okay, so let's talk about Crystal Palace and Everton. And discussion of FAC. Crystal Palace this season, their first na ekoyi ebetikoye. You see, I'm so against Everton. See, Amuja Lampard judgment to another coach be taking over. And see, I think Everton so this match a very tough match. What do you say about this match?
Well, I think Everton team hasn't really impressed me this season.
Yeah.
Yes, looking at the performance, Lampard put up within the team now. They haven't really impressed me. Looking at some major injuries or Abrante Yeremina, Clavet Lowe, Money idea, I think it has really affected the team.
Yes.
But I expect them to play very well, because looking at Abrante, you will be Bisagan again. They've been able to play very well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even downplay this player, Onana, and Onana has been playing very well in the middle too. So going into this game, I see it's going to be a very tough game. And how do you call it? They'll be able to play their hearts out too. But Crystal Palace team, you know.
Yeah, Charlie.
We're watching by Patrick Vieira within 2023 or ball like 12 matches without a win. Not a lot of people didn't understand, but the American say football experience always counts. Yes. Because Osha Arante was by 3 games, 3 wins. It has really pushed the team up. and also the way our Rose or the Abrantier Jordan Ayew are all ball within the flanks. He always do. I call him the defensive attacker because he would always go forward at the same time push back to support the defense. I think they have played very, very well, and I wouldn't downplay some good players too. Abrantier Olisini Eze. This two young teenagers on my idea within this season, more putting up some brilliant performances. But I expect Crystal Palace to do some wonders within this game and win this game by 2-1.
Okay. Charlie, discussions no yedin na abawie or Bena Sports TV. So Mr. Service subscribe here. Kindly go and subscribe to this channel. Send a video on sa be to me.